Self-defense training video. We're going to ask the question, what is the best stick for self-defense? And I'm going to start with this cane. We're going to talk all about this cane. This is a self-defense cane. This is made by Cane Masters. It's designed for self-defense, but you can use any cane. And a cane is a stick with either a crook on the end, and sometimes it's the derby style, so it's just a straight handle. Sometimes it can be more of a walking stick style where it's just a big knot on the end. But we're going to talk about the cane first as the best stick for self-defense. Ask the question, what is the best stick for self-defense? I want to show you this cane's features so that you can make up your mind for yourself, gather the information, you decide what is the best stick for self-defense. And you see this spinning a lot in cane self-defense, and the purpose of the spin is to develop callus in your hands. So you do this in training or practice. You can also, starting from the ground, bring the cane up and through to stop somebody as they're coming at you. Now, you have a cane in your hand. You have this stick, which is about 36 inches long. Most canes, that's a general length. You can get them longer, you can get them shorter, especially if you go to the link in the description below. The Cane Masters, you can see that you can have them made any length you want. But a 36-inch walking cane gives you great reach advantage over one of these. So if the bad guy's coming at you, stabbing or slashing, and you have a cane, you can create distance between you and the threat, and you can keep them out of your face and out of your body with that knife. Alita, good to see you. Texan Ryder, good morning, good to see you. So you see this spinning. Like I said before, it becomes a callus builder. Hello, Doug, good to see you. It also will get your heart rate up, so it's gonna help your fitness. It's gonna teach you timing and distance. Think of a boxer skipping rope. This is your rope skipping. You can come across the body and back in this figure 8 motion. And then when you need it, you can bring it up between his legs and down on top of his head. You can bring it across and back and then down on top of his head. And so you can use this cane with this spinning feature for self-defense. So when we ask the question, what is the best stick for self-defense? That's a unique feature that you're gonna see on the walking cane, especially the kind with a crook. You can also do that derby style with that long side. You just have to make sure you have a good grip on it. So this position, bringing it up, down on top of his head, bring it across, bring it back, smashing. The question you have to ask yourself is, what can you remove or destroy? His ability to be awake, crack him in his cranium, turn off his operating system, then he can't use that knife against you. Or maybe take away his eyesight, take away his ability to breathe temporarily or permanently. Maybe smashing him into the neck and hitting that process of nerves, which causes him to fall unconscious to the ground as the blood rushes out of his brain. Maybe it's, as he's coming in with that hand, breaking his wrist or smashing his hand, knocking the knife out of his hand, making him drop it. Good morning from Vancouver, Tad. Tad's here. So this is just some of the ways that you use the spinning feature of the cane. You can also start to choke up a little bit, using it more like a sword. So what is the best stick for self-defense? As we talk about the first choice in this video, the walking cane, we see that you have, again, that reach advantage. You can hit him before he can hit you, and you can use it diagonal strikes coming down, you can diagonally strike coming up, the way you might use a Filipino fighting stick, like an eskrima or an arnis or a kali stick or a baton, a police baton. You can bring it across the body in a horizontal strike to the head, to the neck, to the arm, coming down to the leg. Again, the question is, what can you remove or destroy? Zeynep Sahin is here from Turkey. Good morning from Turkey. Those questions come from Tim Larkin's book, When Violence is the Answer, and those principles underlie all the self-defense that I teach. It's his book. I read it. I've read it many times. I encourage you to read it. I put a link in the description. But it just poses those, you ask yourself a question. That helps you acquire a target acquisition. What can you remove or destroy? His ability to be awake, his ability to stab you, punch you, grab you, choke you, hurt you, self-defense. Smashing, this walking cane, this is a Cane Master self-defense cane. This will compress the flesh and break his bone. It's going to break his arm. Now, this is the dojo training cane. If you were to use one of their teardrop shaped canes where they've removed the material on the side, then that's going to compress flesh faster and break bone faster. This is more, this is a fancier cane, fancier version, but it doesn't matter which version you have, fancy. Also, the great thing, if you're considering what's the best stick for self-defense, and you need a cane to walk with, so that if you picked it up, you'd fall to the ground, you can lean onto one cane and you can smash with the other cane. You can use the other cane as a sword, thrusting maybe coming in to his nose, into his throat, into his solar plexus, down into the groin, smashing his knees with these diagonal strikes, coming across, breaking his ribs, smashing across the side of the head, coming down with the vertical strike. Those are all ways that you use the walking cane like a sword. Magnify the Lord says, good morning from Maryland, DC area. Good morning, good to see you. Welcome, thanks for being here. You can also be sitting in a chair. Maybe you're waiting for the bus, maybe you're confined to a wheelchair. You can still use the walking cane for self-defense. Now, the other side of it here, we're going to talk about this next because this is a unique feature to the walking cane, the crook, which takes the wood and bends it and makes a fist or a big knuckle. And you can now turn the cane facing outward, slide it up into your hand like Charlie Chaplin, and then just smash him right in the face with it, using that hard piece of oak, break his nose, smash the teeth down his throat, come in at an angle, crush his windpipe for self-defense. You can also turn it and then chop with it like an axe, reaching in with this beveled edge, digging into his flesh, ripping the flesh off of his face for self-defense, the muscle off the bone. You can rip his nose off his face, pop his eye out of his head, his teeth out of his mouth, stick it in his ear, rip it down, all for self-defense. That's a unique feature here. You can also use that to grab the back of someone's head or maybe pull an arm off of somebody. They're holding on to someone and you rip their arm off. Maybe you smash it first, break that bone, weaken his grip, easier to pull it off. But these are all ways, if you're asking yourself what's the best stick for self-defense, things that you have to take into consideration when considering walking cane as a self-defense option. From this position with the crook facing out, you can do all those same motions we did earlier. Bring it up between his legs, down on top of his head, cross his head back, down at an angle, up at an angle, bringing it up this way, down this way. A lot of ways you can use it with that spinning or sliding motion. And again, you could pop it up this way, your hand is open, you're telling him to stop, back up, everybody's videotaping, you're obviously defending yourself, he's the threat. You can smash him here, you can bring this up this way, answering your phone, hitting him with that long part up between, under his jaw, into his groin, into that hand, knocking the hand out of the way, throwing it into your front hand, and then thrusting like a rifle bayonet attack, coming down with that chopping motion, pushing like a rifle butt strike, coming in this way, turning, smashing with two hands into his teeth, boxing his ears, dig that big, nasty tooth into his thigh muscle, if he has any, dig into his thigh and rip and pull, smash him into the groin, lift that up under his groin. So a lot of ways you can use this stick when you ask yourself what's the best stick for self-defense. You have to consider the cane. Now, I'm gonna give you what I think is the most important aspect of using a cane when you're answering the question, what is the best stick for self-defense? The reason you might pick the walking cane. Now, I have two reasons. Doug said he cut the tooth on his side one, still has the card. Yeah, the scar, absolutely. First reason I like my cane is I've got this bad hip and it is locked up today, and I'll bring, this is always in my, well, this one's always in my car. So I might get this out of the car today, and it is killing me. Just walking a little bit here with you right now, it's so tight it won't let go. But I can take a lot of pressure off, and I can actually use it as my cane. And so that's one reason that I always have it with me, because I might need it. The second reason is that you can take this anywhere you go. The Americans with Disabilities Act here in the United States, and then there are laws like that in a lot of countries around the world, might not be called the ADA, but they're similar to that, say that you can take this medical device, this mobility aid, with you into the train station, into the bus station, public transportation, through TSA here in the United States, into the airport, through check-in. They put it on the conveyor belt, comes out the other side. They give you one to walk through the little metal detector with. You pick this up on the other side, now you're sitting on the plane with it. So you have the ability to bring this into the courthouse, bring it into the Taylor Swift concert. They're checking everybody's bag. I don't know if you want to go to a Taylor Swift concert. I personally would never, but you never know, never say never, right? There might be a reason I have to work one, or maybe I go against better judgment and take a kid there, my daughter or something. But this can go in anywhere. And in this country, and most Western countries especially, we have our privacy protected for our medical, our insurance, the HIPAA laws, the Health Information Portability and Privacy Act or something like that, says that you can't ask me to give you a doctor's note that shows why I need to take this to the airport with me. I can bring this with me no matter what. Good morning, Doug. Yeah, Doug's having coffee with us this morning. So you can bring this with you wherever you go. It's the perfect gray man, gray woman option. You can have this with you all the time. Now, I can't say that about any other stick. And we're gonna make a video like this on all the sticks that I teach. And I counted them up last night. There are 12 different sticks, different lengths, different features. But I wanted to start with my favorite option, and I wanted to ask you in the comment section to put your thoughts, your opinions. What do you think in the comment section is the best stick? What's the best stick for self-defense? I didn't go over all the features, all the ways you can hit somebody with this for self-defense, but I gave you some real good basics, and then, and a lot of you guys, you train with these, you carry them anyway, but then you also might have some other things that you like better, so put that anywhere. Yeah, and Alfie says brings it with him anywhere you go. So from here, I'm sitting, waiting for, you can be seated, you can reach out, you can smash somebody. It's great for close quarters. You can be in a hallway, you can be in a door frame. You can get in some close quarter combat strikes, bringing it straight up. Just holding it this way between your legs. He gets in your face, he puts his hands on you. You slide it up, smashing first up under his chin, into his groin this way, digging this into the cheek flesh and ripping his cheek right off his face. Yeah, and Isaac the Noble, we agree, I was thinking this before we started. The best stick is the one that's in your hand, or as Isaac said, the one you carry. Best stick is going to be the one you carry. And having said that, knowing that I have all different lengths of sticks and canes, different kinds of sticks, different features, I know I can take my cane with me wherever I go. This is the one self-defense tool that is also a health and mobility tool that you are protected by most laws in most areas to take with you anywhere you go. The only other option might be an umbrella, not because laws protect you, but because it's so innocuous, it's such an undercover. And we're gonna talk about that. But let me know, what do you think in the comment section? What is the best stick for self-defense? Is it the one that's in your hand? Is it the one that you can pick up off the ground or in your environment? I was walking yesterday looking for, I'm gonna do a video later this week where I work all over this campus, all the self-defense tools that I found. Amazing. Everything from locks and chains to rocks that fit perfectly in the palm of your hand, river rocks that make an amazing loaded fist, to tons and tons and tons of sticks. Hello, Doug, good to see you. JW Greyhounds asked, did I receive? He bought one of the 6-inch pocket sticks. I don't know if you see my, I get, what do they call those? Not calluses, blisters. I get blisters every time I carve them, and then I pop them. And then I was cutting a lemon last night, or a lime last night, and I got in there and man, that burns. So yes, I did receive it. Your stick is done. It's soaking in oil. It'll be cleaned up today, and it'll probably be in the mail in the morning. But all my stick orders go out. I make them all by hand, and I like the pocket sticks, the 6-inch sticks. We're gonna go over that this week or next week. Tex Weiler's here from Portugal. Good morning, Tex, good to see you. But yes, I did receive it, and you should receive your stick. If you ordered a stick from me, then anywhere in the last week and a half, they're all going out in the mail tomorrow. They're all soaking over there on the top of the refrigerator in butcher block oil. And it's been 2 days, so they're ready to clean up and send out. But anyway, if you need a Cane Masters self-defense cane, check the link below if you want to read that book by Tim Larkin. I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it and you're interested in all about keeping yourself safe, or keeping your family safe, you've got to read it because it changes your whole perspective on what self-defense really is. Good morning, Studer. It's good to see you. So check the links. What is the stick that's best for you? What do you like best? Is it the stick that's in your hand? It's the stick in your environment. Do you intentionally carry a stick? Donald Lords asks, do the bow staff spins like Darth Maul protect you? If you had a lightsaber, a double-bladed lightsaber like Darth Maul, I would say yes, that will protect you and keep people from coming in, unless it's a Jedi, they time you. But, and I'm mostly joking, but the answer is no. Don't rely on staff spins. The reason that we spin with this is a different, if I spin it this way, if I spin it and crack him in the skull, break his arm, knock the knife out of his hand, smash him between his groin, crack him on top of his head. That's about the extent of the spins that I want you to do. We even do this kind of spinning training with the cane, but I don't recommend it. And for the main reason that you can time it, Gary Hernandez, if you know Gary's a good friend of the channel. He's got a great channel on cane self-defense. And he and I talk about this all the time. He lives on the other side of the state, and we're gonna get together at some point. We'll make some videos together. But if you are spinning your cane and someone throws something in your face, like a big backpack full of something, they can defeat your spin, close the gap, punch you in your throat, stab you in your innards, make them outards, and then your cane is ineffective. I would rather see you stand your ground, holding your cane in this position, or this position, or this position. I think 2 hands is always going to be more effective. And then just like you were in the military, you ran out of bullets and they said, fix bayonets. And you put your knife on the end and then you broke your knife, and all you had left was you have a bunch left at that point. You have your rifle, you got your helmet, you got your hands, you got your teeth, you got your head, but you had to fight because they're coming at you. And I would want you to stand your ground. I don't want you to start swinging your rifle at somebody. You're gonna wait for him to come in and thrust through his face, smash, bring it up under his chin, smash him through his teeth, box his ears, break his knee. You're gonna hit him like that. Thank you, Studer, so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Got carried away there a little bit. So I'm doing school security assessments this week, and you'd be amazed what goes into those. It's just a great combination. It puts you in a different mindset. You should do a security assessment of your work and then a security assessment of your house and where you live, just to see, how you would react or respond in case something happened. But I have to go in a little bit early. I didn't see those last comments. I'll go back and try to read the chat when I have some more time today. But please, in the comment section, what is the best stick for self-defense? Is it the walking cane? Is it one of the other lengths, one of the other types of sticks? Is it a boomstick? Somebody's gonna put that in there, so I might as well just beat you to it. It's my 12 gauge boomstick or whatever. It's my AK-14, AR-47. I love when, I know you guys don't make that mistake, but you'll see that on the news, like a news reporter, she'll say, an AK-14 style rifle or an AR-47. The bad guy used one of those. And that's a joke. If I have to explain it, you won't get it. But what's your favorite stick? What stick would you use for self-defense? Put that in the comment section and then make it a discussion. Let's learn from each other and put why you like it, or just put what it is. Either put what it is, what's your favorite, or what's your favorite and why. I showed you why this is one of my favorites. I like them all. but I like this one especially because I can take it anywhere I go. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Studer, again, thanks for that. Doug says cane for sure. I think I told you earlier, for some reason, I don't know if it's my piriformis is locked, and then I just have this massive pain every time I take a step today. And I gotta go to work. I'm gonna go in, try to massage it out. I'm gonna ice it on the way in. I'm gonna stop and stretch. But if I get out of the car and I still can't take a step, because I gotta do like 7 miles a day, I'm bringing my cane and I'm taking the pain off that hip. So, you know, that might be why it's your favorite, or it's your favorite because you can take it wherever you go. It's the perfect gray man option. But let me know in the comment section, and then I'll see you guys on the next one. Again, all the sticks are done, carved them, they're ready to go out. Yeah, Donut Lord just asked, 360 spin, figure eight, turn back, then reverse. Those are all great. Those are fun spins, but please don't make the mistake thinking that you can defend yourself like Darth Maul. I mean, you don't have a double-bladed lightsaber, so it doesn't really work. I don't even know how that would work. Like if it's real, like if those were real, I would imagine I've already chopped off all my arms, all 2 of them, chopped my legs off, like a Monty Python skit, right? Like the Black Knight or whatever. And I'm just standing there as a torso, and my hands flopping with a lightsaber in it. But I just don't think they're practical. And the answer is no. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, there might be some amazing ninja out there who can truly fight off a bunch of bad guys. You know, watch The Walking Dead and see if Morgan can do it with his Aikido Joe, if he can stop all the zombies coming at you. I don't think he would do that either. I think he picks it up and starts sticking it through their throat. Anyway, yeah, Doug says lol. So I'll see you guys in a little